Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm Marc Sklar, Clinical Director at Reproductive Wellness and Acupuncture San Diego, and I wanted to take some time out to introduce everyone to our newest acupuncturist in our practice, Courtney O'Brien. And we're going to get to know Courtney today. So if you've got any questions, let me know. I'm just joking. I'll be asking all the questions. But so Courtney, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
Well, I was originally born in Seoul, South Korea, but I grew up here in the United States.
How long were you in Seoul for?
Just 6 months.
6 months. Okay.
Just 6 months.
All right.
And I was adopted, and I grew up in Oregon. I spent my primary years in Ohio. So middle school and high school, and then I did my undergraduate degree in Washington, and did my master's degree in Arizona, and then moved here.
Wow, you've moved around.
I have.
So all the places, San Diego, Washington, Oregon, Ohio, what's your favorite? Arizona, sorry I missed that.
I think probably a tie between Washington and California.
Okay, you have to say San Diego.
Yeah, I do. Just a little pressure there.
They're very different.
Yes.
So what's the tie, like how?
Well, I'd say the green of the Northwest is so compelling, and the sun and the ocean here make this sort of an unbeatable place.
Yeah, I love Washington and Oregon. The Northwest is great.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So you've been practicing acupuncture for how long?
Well, I've been practicing acupuncture since 2005.
Okay, and you were originally practicing in Arizona?
That's correct, in Scottsdale.
Great, and how was that?
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
It was a great experience. I just really enjoyed in that time having the opportunity to do traditional Korean medicine in conjunction with traditional Oriental medicine. And I met wonderful people through my practice. My patients were wonderful, and had an opportunity to work with all sorts of interesting people with very complicated conditions, and saw great results, and it was really very rewarding for me.
Great.
Yeah.
So what brought you to San Diego?
My husband. I didn't have much of a choice. Either leave my husband or move to San Diego. I'm teasing. But so I came here through him. He works at SDG&E.
Okay.
So he's an engineer there. So
Great.
Different type of energy work, right?
Yeah. And if I understand correctly, you have, since you moved to San Diego, you also started practicing or becoming a life coach?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, life coaching appealed to me when I was actually in practice in Scottsdale, because a lot of patients I was treating at the time had a definite need for coaching. And under my acupuncture license, I could offer counseling, lifestyle nutritional counseling, but coaching is a little different. It's really working through life situations and helping people move forward in their lives, and whether it's for their personal happiness or it's for some transition that they're trying to make it through. So that was really my motivation. And so when I came here, I took the initiative and got my certification there, and then wanted to integrate that into what I was already doing. So,
Great. So how do you use both in your practice and when you work with patients now? How do you use the Chinese medicine side of things with the life coaching side of things?
Well, when I have a patient who has a need for coaching, I separate that, because there's only so much you can do in the treatment, you know. So at that point, I would say I would have a conversation with a patient and say, this is another approach that could support your healing, and I would recommend them for coaching services at that time, and kind of have a separation there. But they work, you know, dualistically.
Sure, they support each other.
Exactly. Yeah.
Great. And you've had a wide variety of experiences in your life, in your clinical practice.
Correct.
Doing Korean acupuncture, life coaching, now with us. How have all of those things influenced you to kind of create your time with your patient and kind of guide you in terms of how you work with patients?
I would say they've influenced me as a listener. I think it's incredibly important to really listen to what patients and clients have to say. And oftentimes as a coach, you're creating a space, like a sounding board, to really reflect back what is inside of that person, because it's ultimately them who is moving themselves forward.
Sure.
So you're just a guide there. In terms of the acupuncture treatment itself, I really kind of just take in the full, complete whole person and determine what's going to serve them best. So, well, sometimes that may be a dietary or a lifestyle shift that's needed. Other times it could be that they just have a life situation that they're blocked in, and that is causing a lot of health problems. So moving through that would actually be the best thing to begin with, to serve their patient best. And so creating a unique treatment plan for each person for their ultimate health and optimal health is really just a unique and individualized process for each person. I just try to be present when I'm there with the patient or client and take a look at everything that's going on and create that plan.
Great. Where do I sign up?
I think you know that answer, Mark.
No, in all seriousness, I've been treated by Courtney. She's wonderful. So tell everyone out there something unique about you.
Well, when I was young, I was a gymnast, and I was kind of almost a professional gymnast, and most people don't know that about me. I don't talk about that very often. I did crazy things with my body, but I also had my first mind-body sort of connection experience through hypnotherapy, and it advanced my performance a lot. So that actually intrigued me towards looking into alternative medicine and mind-body medicine because I saw the results there. And so I know Dominique Dawes and Betty Aquino and some of those people, and they're just people like everybody else.
Oh,
so that's
fun.
it, yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
So what's your favorite music to listen to when you need some space or when you're driving in your car alone?
I like the coffee shop radio station.
On
Satellite,
XM?
yeah.
It's a good one. And are you reading any books now?
Oh, I'm reading about 8 books, but not really one.
What's your favorite of those?
Right now, I'm actually reading a book. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember the name of it. It's kind of a life coaching type book. Could I get back to you on that?
Sure. We'll get back to you on that information. And last question.
Yeah.
If you can go anywhere in the world tomorrow, get on a plane, where would you go?
I think I'd go to Cancun.
Cancun.
Yes.
Just need some alone time on a beach?
Or with my family.
Okay. Great. Well, thanks so much.
Thank
Welcome
you.
to the practice.
Thank you
We're
very
really
much.
excited to have you.
Thank you.
And thanks for joining us. Until next time, we'll see you later. Thanks.
Thanks, Mark.